Happy birthday, buddy. Well, it's a month early, but you need to tell Daddy something. What did it say? What? This is your bed, and it's your first nap time. You can say thank you, Daddy. Say thank you.
Thank you, Daddy.
I love you so crazy much.
I love you so much.
Okay, say night.
Hi, my name is Lawson Moore. I am a husband to my wife Laura, and I've got two beautiful kids and one on the way. My son Judah, he's 4 years old, and my daughter, I'm sorry, do you want me to make this time sensitive? Hi, my name is Drinking Water. Hi, my name is Lawson, and I am married to Laura, and I have two beautiful kids, Judah and Jordan. If I could be and live, like if I had 9 lives, like a cat. If I were a cat, but a human cat, scratch that. If I were just a human with 9 lives like a cat, one of those would have to be, I would be in a motorcycle club. Laura and I, my wife, we both met at California Baptist University, where we went to school, and that's kind of where we fell in love, and we had all our friends, and we went to church. And we began to pray and ask God, what do we need to do to be able to maneuver ourselves to be missionaries overseas? And the biggest thing that we felt like we need to do is just work hard and pay off our debt. So Laura and I, we had a couple friends that went overseas to Saudi Arabia to teach English as a foreign language. And we really kept in contact with them and heard stories and saw how they did and realized they got paid really well. And so we decided that that might be something we were going to do. So literally, my wife and I put up a garage sale and put our entire lives out in the front yard and sold everything. We sold it so that we could go to Southern California and San Diego and take a CELTA Cambridge University course to be ESL teachers. And so we went down there and we studied for one intense month, 8 hours a day, learning how to teach English as a foreign language. So we had a company finally pop up on the grid, gave me a call and said, we want to hire you, Lawson, except we can't hire your wife because it's an all-boys school and we're not contracting out for anybody else. And Laura and I had to make a decision. Was I going to go over to Saudi without her for 3 months and then bring her over on my visa to live with me, as the company said was possible, or not? And so we agreed to do it. When I arrived in country, I quickly realized that that was kind of a lie. And I called my wife and we had a really hard conversation of, look, I get paid at the end of the month and I can buy a plane ticket and come home right now, or I can finish up the 8-month contract and we can pay off some debts. And so we decided to do that. And for 8 months, I lived and breathed teaching ESL as a foreign language, English as a foreign language, without my wife or kids there with me. And it was probably one of the most difficult things I've really had to do in my life. You can hear the call to prayer right now. And all the traffic. The mosque is right behind us, so we're walking through the wall of our compound right now, Anthony and I, and right next door is the mosque. It seems like anywhere you are, right next door is the mosque. Laura ended up moving with my mom and dad to Tucson, Arizona. Tucson was not in the plan. It was never a place we were deciding to go, it just happened. And after my 8-month contract expired and I went home to my family, I was here in Tucson. And my wife discovered Second Mile from Julia Evans, and so it was kind of a natural thing. She just sort of made contact with her, and Julia Evans said, hey, you got to come check out Second Mile. And so Laura made relationships with a lot of ladies at Second Mile and quickly fell in love with Chad and Angel and everything about Second Mile. And I heard all about it over there in Saudi Arabia, and I was like, oh, I don't know about this church. What kind of church calls themselves Second Mile? What does that even mean? It's weird. Chad's got a giant beard too, it's strange. So I was kind of skeptical about the whole thing.
I discovered that my wife really needed me to be here with her, and my family needed to be healed from 8 months of being apart, and God stripped Saudi out of the picture and left me here in Tucson with a lot of decisions to wade through. I really discovered that my heart for going to Saudi, though there were many decisions, the reason why I went was because I got paid good money and I wanted to get out of debt quick. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I think I traded a vice for a vice. And I didn't stop and ask, where do I need to be to serve the body of Christ today, right now? So it wasn't just God taking away Saudi. It was God saying, this place that you grew up, Tucson, Arizona, this is going to be your home again, and you're going to be a part of Second Mile, and you're going to serve there. And that was made so clear that it was a scary decision to make, because I knew that I was going to be sort of trying and starting all over again at Second Mile and learning how to engage as a body of Christ with new people, to reach a city that growing up I learned to not like, but God really changed those passions out. And the sun is rising in my eyes right now. Random fact, blue-eyed people are more sensitive to the sun. I don't care what you think, it's true.